Hello, good morning. This is Scott. Welcome to the meditation live stream. I hope that you're doing well. Here where I live, it's very cold currently. We're going to have a bunch of snow. And we're due for a good snowstorm. And yes, so here on my channel, I like to give a brief talk, and then we'll get into a guided practice. And the meditation that we utilize here is one that utilizes the ability of awareness to help integrate different aspects of our being. We have our body, we have our emotion, we have our mind, and we have our relationships. And those come together to form our experience of reality. And this is the method with which to kind of perform a yoga of the different aspects of your life, a kind of internal and external yoga, or a tantra of being, a kind of flow of being, and understanding that your awareness helps mature and evolve your consciousness, helps to grow who you are. And so we'll get into the practice in a few minutes, but I wanted to say a little bit about the space or the field effect that I think is coming online in 2026. There's a kind of excitement that I feel when I think about this year in terms of how it's starting already. There's not necessarily, it's not possibility, it's hard for me to describe, to put into words. But I kind of feel like the opportunity for those of us doing the spiritual work to deepen is very real. And kind of the reorganization of our energy, or the way in which things, like I had a dream last night where there was a whole bunch of, I found it to be a very healing dream. I woke up around 2 a.m. with a kind of, like this profound feeling of healing from just a dream. And that hasn't happened in such a very long time. And the content of the dream, it sort of eludes me now, but really suffice to say there's this reorganization feeling. And it turns out that other psychics and intuitives online agree with this feeling that I have too. So there's kind of corroborated evidence of others tapped in that are feeling this way. Yeah, so that being said, I'm going to do a reading, and then we'll get into the guided meditation. This is a book, The Space Between, by Peter Mitchell, and it's about the awakening of the fields between us and the space, the intersubjective space, and here I will read a part of Reflections and Light Bulbs. What followed were moments of shared recognition. I really enjoyed being part of the group. Not only did I experience a deep wisdom in the group field, but I also experienced a humility and kindness that the group embodied. Sometimes I find myself trying to push my experience in a particular direction, and sometimes even this pushing is unconscious, something that I don't realize until I come into a space that's open and unjudging. In the group field, I automatically relaxed and felt that drive in me let go. Personal stories, even struggles, were brought forward, not as burdens to be solved, but as openings. Those who had faced similar challenges offered reflections, not as advice, but as deep mirroring, reflecting with kindness and generosity. It wasn't about fixing or interpreting, as you could almost see light bulbs switch on, silent, luminous, and intimate. And we'll stop there today. And so beginning now with practice, gently closing your eyes, get to tune inside. And we'll begin with some deep breaths in through the nose and then out through the mouth. In breath, feeling, out breath, letting go of distress, resistance, letting go of that which no longer serves you, and assumptions. Allowing the whole trunk of your body to expand and contract. Allowing your breath to reach all the way down into your pelvic floor, into your legs and feet. Very good. We'll do 3 more. Great. And allowing your breath now to return to your usual way of breathing. You can feel the earth underneath your body. Your body's contact with the planet. you can begin the practice of feeling and softening. On the in-breath, feeling your body. And then on the out-breath, softening and melting down through your body and into the earth like warm honey. And everywhere that the honey touches in your body is cleansed, healed, purified, made whole. In breath, feeling, out breath, softening and melting. And that melting honey drains down through your body, collecting any sort of toxic, stale energy, which is brought deep into the earth, where the earth receives that energy and transforms and recycles it. And with each cycle of breath, you get a little bit closer to your body, and you melt just a little bit deeper into the earth. Good, and if you like, you can add in a pause into the practice. So, on the in-breath, feeling your body. Out-breath, softening, melting down through your body and into the earth. And then at the end of the out-breath, you can pause for a moment of letting go, release, silence, and recognition of stillness. attention up into your heart, feeling your heart space. You can place your hand over the center of your chest and feel the heat of your hand activating your heart center. On the in-breath, feeling into your heart. Out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. And coming in contact with your emotions, you can notice what's present for you emotionally right now. And without making your emotions right or wrong, there's no right or wrong or good or bad emotion. Just allowing yourself to feel a little bit in the shared space. And as a part of good emotional hygiene, we're meant to feel things together rather than feel things all alone. So you could be feeling any of the 5 main cardinal emotions, like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And the cardinal emotions give your life direction. So you can notice what you're feeling right now. You could also be feeling numb. And just in the shared space, feel a little bit. Very good. And then we'll spend a little more time in our hearts on the in-breath, feeling your heart. On the out-breath, softening and expanding your heart. And then at the end of the out-breath, you can pause and notice the slight warmth of your heart energy, the field of your heart, and the kind of tenderness in your heart field. In breath, feeling your heart, out breath, softening your heart, end of the out breath, you can pause and just notice what it feels like. Great, and then bringing your attention up now into your head, feeling your head on the in-breath, and then softening in and around your skull on the out-breath, and just feeling and softening in and around your head. I've been having, over the past couple of days, a lot of different tension in my head. And so it's good to meet that tension where it is and learn to process and release tension in and around your head. And coming in contact with your thoughts, you can notice how busy and active your mind is. And just practicing to remain uninvolved with your thoughts, just allowing your thoughts to come and go across your mind like clouds in the sky. And if you notice yourself getting pulled into thinking, the active form of thinking, you can always come back to feeling as a response to learn to strengthen the digestion of your experiences by feeling rather than overthinking. You can learn to strike up a balance with yourself between feeling and thinking. And of course, your feelings will always be there and your thoughts will always be there. And we're not trying to get rid of feeling or get rid of thinking, but learning to take a little bit of control back to empower our choice. And whenever there's overwhelm, you can always come back to feeling your body, your body's connection to the earth for grounding and anchoring. good. And if you like, you can add in a pause to the practice on the in-breath, feeling your head. And then on the out-breath, softening in and around your head. And then, at the end of the out-breath, you can pause and feel the vast, open, sky-like, spacious quality of your mind. Almost as though your whole entire head disappears, and then the sky is resting on your shoulders in the place of where your head used to be. Very good. And before we move on to the next practice, we'll do a thing called tree breath. And tree breath is pretty simple. And it's sort of like being a tree. And on the in-breath, you start down in the roots, sort of like at the base of your body, feeling the earth. On the in-breath, you start drawing up from the earth, through your body, up to the top of your head. And then on the out-breath, allowing that attention to be moving back down your body and then into the earth. So on the in-breath, breathing up your body. And then on the out-breath, breathing back down your body. And you can follow along the central channel of your body, along your spine, sort of like this river of light, subtle energy that moves up and down as you practice. Some areas of your body you'll feel well, some of them you'll feel less well, and that's normal. Just noticing what it's like to tree breathe, breathing up and down your body. Very good. And then now we can gently open our eyes. Gently opening your eyes and keeping your eyes soft. And we'll take a moment to honor and appreciate that work we just did with our eyes closed, and allowing the energy to remain and not dissolve. And we'll practice in the relational dimension. So with eyes open, we can learn to practice feeling outside and feeling inside. Our nervous system is set up to do so. Every relationship has an outside and an inside. On the in-breath, you can feel around you, feeling the space around you. And then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. And just noticing the difference, feeling outside on the in-breath, and then inside on the out-breath. You're welcome. Feeling around you on the in-breath, and then on the out-breath, feeling inside you. And if you notice tension coming back in, sometimes tension likes to sneak back, you can always just soften again and just feeling around you on the in-breath, and then on the out-breath, feeling inside. And if you like, you can add in qualities to your practice of love, compassion, and gratitude. You can pick one or two or do all three. And on the in-breath, feeling love, compassion, and gratitude around you on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, feeling love, compassion, and gratitude towards yourself on the out-breath. Just practice sending and receiving love, compassion, gratitude. Very good. And then from here we can set our prayers and our intentions for the day. I'll be quiet so that you can do yours. May this work that we do transform our life, offering up healing and blessings, and ripple out into the community. Amen. Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me. Wishing you an awesome day, and feel free to like and subscribe below. And I'll be back again tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.